filters, which, I mean, they need to be changed again, because they're kind of getting all old and grungy, but they're getting old. But anyway, so when the fan goes on, it draws enough power. But the MOE want us to add another stack onto what we already have.
Really?
But yeah, like you can open these. See, there's the fan in there. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
But it does draw enough air. Again. So, not bad anyway.
So when you're painting in here, there's without running, there's no fumes. Like everything's.
It all draws out
It
there.
all draws out there.
And that's why the filters are so dirty too.
Yeah,
so
so
all the overspray and everything goes there.
yeah, so you'll never have anything landing on the paint while you're doing it.
Not supposed to.
Not supposed to.
I mean, you still get dirt and whatever, but
Yeah.
yeah. And yeah, you can't have extension cords running in here or anything while you're painting for whatever reason. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you want to run us by through here? Any other neat information here?
Well, I don't know. That's our paint system there.
Paint system over here.
Yeah, over there.
So this is where you use PPG products.
PPG, yeah, EnviroBase. Seems to be working for now.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what mostly every garage uses, waterborne.
Yeah, I guess.
Like nobody uses the old school stuff anymore. This is
Oh,
what.
I'm sure there's people that still use it, and it worked a lot better than this.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the MOE came in,
Yeah.
you know,
So this is what the Ministry of Labor wants every body shop to use is.
well, something along these lines.
Yeah.
I mean, there's different brands and people make different things, but
Yeah.
something with, yeah.
Hmm.
So this is PPG's EnviroBase system. It's alright.
Yeah. Now, so what about mixing? What about the mixing part of it? Like when you're, like you use single stage paint, base coat, clear coat. You use the base coat, clear coat, I guess. You were telling me that earlier.
Well, we spray our base coat. Like we get, say if we have a vehicle here, we run the paint coat off it.
Yeah.
On our computer.
Yeah.
And it says how to mix it via this.
Yeah.
And so we do that accordingly.
Yeah.
And then the clear coat, it's always the same, and you run that separate.
Yeah. Yeah.
But obviously, every color is different.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we have our system on the computer where you just type in the paint code and it'll line them up.
Yeah.
And we have all the color decks in the office. And you go up to the vehicle and put the color deck there and see which one matches the best, because there's different tinting too.
Of course.
Even though there's one paint code, different tinting sometimes changes it. So
Yeah.
so we have the color decks and whatever.
Yeah. Very interesting stuff. Yeah. So quite a wide array of. Now, paint cost. What is usually like a quart of paint costs for the PPG, opposed to DuPont? Do you know?
I think more than what it should.
Really? Yeah.
So
So it basically, like, it all depends on the pigment, really. It depends on what
Yeah.
color you have.
well, yeah, because like red, well, as we know, red is more expensive. For what reason, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it
Yeah.
is.
It is. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, very interesting setup. Yeah.
paint chips or paint. See, these are all the paint. So first you run the code through the computer.
Right.
This is the system we use. And then it has the number. So then you, according to that number, then you go to whichever one would go with this. cause see it goes MZ3 73 or 79300 to that. Like that's just so it goes from that lowest number to that highest number. So say if you need something in between there, well, it's in that deck.
Right.
So you'd open that, and you pull that deck out and look for the color you're looking for, because they're all different tints.
Right. Yeah.
And on the back, they say, okay, well, it's that and that, you know, MZ3 81050. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you'd be taking the RPO codes off the vehicle, and then this is what this is where
this
you
is
basically
the one to
start.
well, yeah, you start with the paint code and you put it on the computer.
Yeah.
And it tells you which color deck to go to.
Yeah.
So like this. And then you'd have in one color you'd have 3 to choose from. So you'd so say if we have 3 of the same color, which I'm just picking them at random right now. Say if these were all the 3 colors, well, those are all the same code, but you have to hold each one up to the car and say, okay, well, this one matches the best.
Yeah. So you got to try and get the best match. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. So you have to have good eyes for this. You have to you have to take your time, and you can't rush into this. Like you got to when you're trying to match paint properly to the paint that is existing on the car. Like you have to take your time and have very good eyes for this kind of stuff. Or other than that, you'll have a paint job that's not going to match properly.
Of a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So something like this, Jay. How much does it cost to just replace the quarter panel on this SUV here with this dent here? It's got to be cut out. What does it cost to replace? Just a rough estimate.
Well, this is an insurance job, and I think they went for $6,000.
$6,000. So this is $6,000 worth of damage.
Minimum. $6,000 minimum.
$6,000 worth of damage right here to this vehicle.
And that's only like, and it doesn't look major.
No.
With how new the vehicle is.
Yeah. So I guess you got to factor in labor, of course.
Yeah.
Somebody has to cut this out. Somebody's got to torch it out, and somebody's got to put it in and paint it. So a lot of it is labor-intensive work.